Dave Lackie's in the house. We love it.
Thank you.
You always bring amazing products, gorgeous packaging. Today, though, very important that we talk about sunscreen.
It is.
And these are all of the sunscreens that you have personally approved. You've been through these products because there's so many on the market. It can get really overwhelming for us.
It can. And this is really the super product. Like we talk about skincare, I mean, we talk about anti-aging and about firming. This is the one that really has the best results that are most important.
Right.
What I like about it is we're showing our favorite brands here, all different price points, but you know, it's really what you like, what feels good, and what you're going to wear.
So it's going to get the job done. Some of them may be more geared towards grown-ups, some of them more geared toward the kids, because you know they're really, really strict and vigilant at the camps and in school about putting the sunscreen on the kids, which is great.
I love it.
And everybody needs it.
They
so
do.
everybody, all complexions, black, brown, everything in between on the spectrum, you have to have sunscreen. And for many years, I was not wearing it. So now I've wised up.
And I was saying, I talked to doctors and interviewed doctors about that and about do people with darker skin tones need it with the melanin, and yes, you can get skin cancer. So everybody has to wear it.
Okay.
It's so important. So let's talk about you know, some of our favorite products here. I really like a sun stick. So this is from Clarins, an SPF 30. What's interesting about SPF 30 is it blocks 97% of the UVB rays.
Okay.
SPF 50 blocks 98%. So you want to be choosing between SPF 30 and SPF 50.
Can you tell us just the difference between UVA and UVB?
Yes, absolutely. Great choice. So when you're shopping and you're shopping for sunscreen, you want UVA and UVB protection. So you want, and it'll say broad spectrum on it. If it doesn't, put it back.
Right.
UVA is longer rays, aging. UVB, shorter range, and that's burning. So you want to protect against both, and you don't want, so if it just says SPF, you don't want it. You want it across both.
Okay, that's good to know.
What I love about these sticks, which is so great about it, is you can put them at the top of the ears, the back of the neck, you can use it at the top of the nose. It's really great. And if you're going on vacation and you're going into the mountains, if you're skiing, anything that's a higher altitude, the sun is way stronger.
Right.
So you really want to be protected, even, it doesn't matter what time of year, if you're on vacation.
Very cool. Okay, I like the little stick.
This I love is, you know, Shiseido. It's an SPF 50, but it's for sensitive skin.
Oh, nice.
So we're seeing a lot more sunscreens for sensitive skin because avobenzone, which is one of the ingredients in chemical sunscreens, can sometimes irritate skin a little bit.
Yeah.
If that's the case, look for something that says gentle skin, and you also want perhaps a physical sunscreen. So there's chemical and physical, and the physicals are so much better now. They've really finely milled them. Remember how you used to put them on and you would be like a white chalky face, and you'd be like, you know, looks so beautiful. And
I still find that there are a lot of them that are like that. Like
that's changing.
The ingredients are just, it's just so thick and greasy. So they're getting better and better.
Absolutely,
and you really have to rub them in and absorb them.
And the rule for kids is over the age of 6 months, they can start wearing sunscreen. And they're now saying that they should be wearing it every day.
Even in the winter?
Yes, that's what the Skin Cancer Foundation is saying year-round.
Okay, I'm on it.
We'll be checking on that.
Yes.
That's great. What I like about it too is you want to get kids into the habit of using sunscreen.
Right.
So, you know, you want to start them early and so that they understand the value of it.
Okay.
This is really interesting. This is new from Coppertone, clearly sheer. It's an SPF 30. It feels so light. What's really been the advance is the comfort of it. It feels light, watery. It's something that you'll wear because if you buy these and you don't like the texture, you're not going to wear them.
That's right. So it's summer too. You feel heavy and weighted down already. You're trying to wear as little makeup as possible. You don't want to put on something like this unless it's light. So are you putting this on first?
Good question.
And then you're
here's
putting
the
on
rule.
everything over top?
Cleanse, sunscreen, moisturizer, makeup.
Okay.
So you want the sunscreen to be on after cleansing your skin, especially the chemical, because you want it to absorb in so that it protects.
Okay.
So that's the rule that you want to do with that. When you're working indoors, if you're going to work, then you can use this underneath. You don't need to reapply. Okay. That'll be fine. If you're outdoors and it's really hot, you need to reapply.
You need to reapply. And what if your moisturizer says it has an SPF of 30? Do you still need that?
If it says UVA and UVB and it says SPF 30, that's fine. fine.
Okay.
But again, you're going to have to reapply. If you're outdoors, if you're at the beach or whatever, you know, really every 2 to 3 hours you need to reapply because the sunscreen ingredients start to break down.
Okay.
So just to be particular, you know, to be safe,
Yeah,
you kind of want to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where these sprays work really, really well.
Right.
Because you can you just sort of spray them and then you know, you don't have to worry about it.
They work well with the kids too, because they're
They do.
wiggly, right?
Oh,
It's
they're wiggly.
good if you can spray.
And adults too.
Yeah.
This, I think, is really kind of great. Aven has come out with compacts. So, I mean, this is really great. They have a couple of shades for it. But again, easy to wear and great protection, SPF 50. I like Aven a lot. It's a great brand.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't it great?
That's very cool. I like that they've done that. All right, so let's move on to these ones
Absolutely. Let's look at the lips over here. If you want to show them here. Lips are so important to actually protect because they don't have glands, they don't have oil glands in it, they can dry out, and they're very vulnerable. So anything with SPF 30, that's great.
SPF 30 lip balm.
Yep.
Okay. Do you wear this underneath your lipstick then?
Yep, absolutely you can.
Okay.
And your
does your
lipstick will
lipstick
last
protect you
longer.
at all?
Not really.
That was a silly question.
No. No.
Is my makeup sunscreen? No.
Exactly.
Okay. I still need sunscreen underneath.
The other thing I think that's really important to do is to really do a skin check on your body once, you know, every couple of months. Look for moles. Are there any that have ragged edges? Anything bigger than a dime? You just don't want to be careful with that. I actually once interviewed a dermatologist and I went in about sunscreen and she did it. She found a mark on my shoulder and took it out right then and there.
Oh, interesting.
So it really can happen. You do have to be careful about it. And if you catch it early, you can, I mean, it's highly, you know, curable.
So we just talked at the production meeting yesterday about actually booking in an appointment with a dermatologist once a year. And they can do a full, like they just look at your whole body, mark what's there, and then you go in the next year and see if anything's changed. Because somebody needs to do it.
Yeah.
And
honestly,
you know, my husband's focused on other things. He's not looking for the marks. Like
I didn't think it was that kind of show.
He should be on top of it, but he's not.
Exactly.
Okay, so some of these products are from Vichy After Sun.
Absolutely. Yep, we've got some Vichy After Sun, which is fantastic. Again, we've got kind of here, and what these do, again, when you're outdoors, you know, you can get dehydrated, the skin can get really dry.
Yes.
This just really nourishes. It's very comforting. It's cooling. That's a great product.
And just one thing before we get to the goodies, how much should you be putting on? Because I think a lot of us are not putting on enough.
Okay. The easiest way is put on double what you normally would put on.
Okay.
We usually, you know what, everybody says, you know, use a shot glass. Well, it's a drinking analogy. Isn't it funny for sunscreen? You know, a shot glass, you know, after you've had a shot of vodka, you know, fill it up with sunscreen. No, just double. So double what you amount, like you want a good layer on it to protect.